For today's video, I'm going to be making banana bread from the Magnolia tables. Now I feel like I should not have got this off the thing because it was precariously placed, but here it is, Magnolia Table, Joanna Gaines. My friends and I, we love Joanna Gaines. We love Fixer Upper. So we've actually all been trying recipes from this cookbook. So I have actually made this before, this banana bread. So that's why I feel confident it's gonna turn out well. I think it's gonna turn out even better because I actually have the right amount of bananas. I didn't have the right amount last time. So, cool. Well, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to do actual views of what I'm cooking and everything, and I'm going to show you the after, and hopefully y'all enjoy. So the first thing that this says, which I'm kind of confused, never mind, it said or. So the first thing it says to preheat the oven to 350, so I'm going to do that. Well, I'm going to line it with parchment paper, and I'm just going to say, somehow every time I do this parchment paper, I'm sure this noise is going to sound terrible, I get my hand gets cut. Maybe this time will be different. And it's always hard to tear. Any baking people that know the right, like, any sort of secret to parchment paper, please let me know, because I certainly don't. I'm just gonna line that with the parchment paper. One of the first things that you might say, oh, this is different than what I normally do, because normally you bake it in like a loaf pan. I have one, but I want to show it to you. But actually Joanna Gaines says to do it in an 8x8 pan. And I did it last time, I thought it was better. She says something along the lines of, I'm sure I can read it because it's right here, but basically like the way that it's shaped, you're able to get like a better piece each and every time, and it bakes more evenly. So I tried that last time, I really did enjoy it that way, so I'm gonna continue to do it the same this time. So the first thing it does say to do is to get the butter and stuff ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and you're gonna beat the butter, brown sugar, vanilla extract, and bananas. So one of the first things that it says to do is do 8 tablespoons of butter. So that's 1 stick. And my husband just walked in and put something in the trash. So sorry if you heard that. So that's 1 stick, and you put it in the microwave, and then you let it cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now because I still have to match the bananas. And it's salted butter, which I'm not gonna lie to you, before I had this cookbook, and I've been baking and cooking for a really long time, maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I kind of thought like it didn't really matter salted or unsalted, but she says salted, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so one thing you also need to know about butter is you don't just put it in for a minute and call it a day. You actually need to do it like 30-second increments, or you could burn the butter. Gross. I'm gonna cut all these out, but I'm gonna let you know I wash my hands a lot during cooking just because I don't like things on my hands, and then also sanitary, right? So while I'm doing that, probably have to go back and forth, I'm gonna be matching my bananas. Now, these are like ripe bananas. I'm kind of concerned they might be a little bit overripe, but I mean, what's the worst? I think as long as there's not like gross things coming out of them, it should be all right. So the riper they are, the sweeter they are. And I've noticed that because I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen, but like the craze during the quarantine is banana bread. So, you know, I had to try the craze. First time I did it, the bananas were not ripe enough, and it definitely didn't taste sweet enough. So right now, these are about like the ripeness of the bananas that I'm using. 4 to 5 bananas, which I'm being very careful because it is really hard to kind of get them apart without them turning into a gooey mess. So I'm actually gonna show you, I'm gonna tilt this down. I'm gonna show you mashing them because why not? Wash my hands again. 30 more seconds. I'm actually gonna do that for 15 more seconds. Because it's just about. This is about how ripe my bananas are. I'm just gonna mash these up, which is not really hard. One of the things Joanna Gaines says is she doesn't mash them too much because she likes them to be a little chunky. I agree. I still think there's a good amount of chunks, and this smells sweet, and I think that's what makes the banana bread sweeter. I don't know what that thing is where people like the sounds of stuff. I really have to stop with the it's even making me crazy, so I apologize if it's making you crazy. The next thing that we're gonna do is get the stand mixer. But you can also do a hand mixer with this. Here's my Cuisinart. And so and it says to fit it with the paddle attachment, which is this. So it comes with a whisk attachment and it comes with a bread attachment. I've actually done the bread attachment because I had made some blueberry sweet rolls. So what it says is to beat together butter, brown sugar, eggs, and vanilla. So we need to beat together 2 eggs real quick. So another thing it says is make sure your butter melts. I mean, not melts, your butter cools. And I honestly think that has to do with your eggs could actually scramble. But you know, I take chances, so. I didn't do it last time, not gonna do it this time. See how it goes. Okay, so you don't want the eggs to be beaten together just so it can emulsify better. Eggs on my hands. Oh, one other thing I want to say is I thought I had everything for this. Haha, I didn't. So it calls for light brown sugar. This is dark brown sugar. The only difference is this has a little bit more molasses in it, so it's gonna taste a little bit sweet. I think it'll probably still taste good. We'll see. So you want to beat together 1 cup of packed brown sugar, okay? Packed means that it's actually stacked all the way in here. Brown sugar is pretty loose and you could just do a little scoop, but packed means that it's actually like 1 big clump right here. I'm going to put my brown sugar in here. I'm gonna do my eggs first. Maybe that'll help the whole it not scrambling situation. We'll see. Then I'm gonna do my butter. Melted butter, 1 stick of butter. I'm hearing like all these kinds of beeps. I apologize. Okay, and then it also says 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I don't know why I decided to wear a white shirt today to do this, but really I just love this shirt and I love this band and kind of just decided that I'm gonna take a chance. That's what I'm doing today, taking risks. I had actually posted on my Facebook today that I'm doing this, which makes me very nervous. I think I said this in my last video. It just makes me very nervous. So I'm gonna just turn it on 3. I always like to make sure that it's not super high when you first start doing something, just because you never know what's gonna go everywhere, right? So what I was saying is like, get you right here. As far as taking risks. So today I did post on my actual Facebook that I'm doing this, which, like I said in the post, it makes me very, very nervous to do this because I don't really do this stuff. I don't really take risks. I'm always afraid that I'm doing the wrong thing. And, you know, I just felt like this is the right time. This is the right time for me to do this. So, I've always wanted to do this. I've had all the stuff. I've had the camera, I've had the light, I've had everything for years, but I just felt like, you know, it wasn't the right time. So one thing I hate about this, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off because I have the hardest time with this, mixing things. That's what this looks like now. I don't know, I have a hard time taking risks. Makes me really nervous. Thank you in advance for being really nice and liking my videos and not judging me for doing something different. So this mixture looks a little bit browner than normal just because dark brown sugar and the bananas are pretty red. So that's the only thing. I'm going to whisk together the flour, baking soda, and salt. Cool. I'm back. Right now I have the flour. It's 1 3/4 cup. I rinsed out my thing that I made the butter in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put my 1 cup right here. And just do that real quick because it's easier to do that because this thing does not fit in my flour dispenser for some reason. With baking, one of the things you gotta know is you gotta be pretty precise, which doesn't help. What am I doing? Now I'm back. Next thing it says is to put the flour in, and with something like this, you're gonna really wanna be careful whenever you're putting flour into a mixer, just because it could go everywhere. So you wanna put it in slowly. Oh shoot, you know what else I had to do? I am so silly. I'll never be the most put together person ever in my life. So, and then baking soda. Somebody needs to comment and tell me How do you get the baking soda out of this thing? I have never once felt like I was successful getting the baking soda out of this thing. Never once in my entire life. So, we'll see if I can be more successful this time. 10 hours later. There. Whoop. Okay, just gonna mix this up. So right now we have the flour, salt, and baking soda. You do this slowly. I've got about this much left in here. Next thing I'm going to do is put in the chocolate chips. This is pecans, but I don't need pecans. So I'm gonna do some chocolate chips. This is what this looks like now. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring you in here. Can't really tell. Here we go. So this is what this looks like now. I'm about to mix in these chocolate chips. I'm just gonna barely mix these in because, like I've said before, you don't wanna overmix. This thing is heavy. I am now very strong. I should distribute things evenly. Here we are. This is what we got going into the oven. When I come back, it's gonna be done. Yay, so it's out. Let me fix this. Cool, so it's out. One thing, you see right here? This is like where the powdered sugar like made it, granulated sugar made it crispy, right? So it doesn't look like Joanna Gaines' recipe. I'll show you a picture of that. Here is this. So that's what it's supposed to look like. This is what mine looks like. You decide which one you think looks better. Don't, oh God, I shouldn't say that because I love Joanna Gaines, but I don't know, something about mine just speaks to me. That's it for me today. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, comment down below anything you want to see. What you can expect from me is, I think I'm gonna do like a video about what I'm reading every week, because normally I'm reading at least one book a week. And then I'm gonna do like maybe a new recipe that I'm cooking every single week. And then of course beauty videos. Next thing I'm gonna film is going to be the demonstration and the first impression of the Skin Twin foundation from Beauty Counter. Just got it in the mail today. I'm really excited to try it. I tried it on my face right here and I'm just looking up and it's a good color. So I'm gonna be trying that next. I hope y'all like that. And like I said, please subscribe. Thank you, bye.